Okay, you know the moment. The meeting leader looks around the room and asks, who can take minutes? And you feel that tiny jolt of panic. Well, what if that wasn't a daunting task at all? Today, we're going to transform that chore into a simple, straightforward skill you can absolutely master.
So, if you're the one who got tapped for the job, the pressure can feel like it's on. You've got to listen, you've got to write, you've got to get it all right. But don't worry, we are about to turn that pressure into pure proficiency. We're going to break it all down, step by step.
So, here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with why minutes even matter. Then, we'll dissect the anatomy of good minutes. After that, we'll get into the process itself, look at the common mistakes to avoid, and wrap it all up with a super handy checklist.
All right, first up, why are we even talking about this? Because honestly, once you really get the purpose of meeting minutes, the whole task changes. It stops being about just jotting down notes and becomes a genuinely powerful tool for your team.
So, what are they, really? At their very core, meeting minutes are the official story of the meeting. Simple as that. They're a written, factual record of what went down. The important discussions, the final decisions, and, maybe most importantly, who's doing what next.
And their importance? It goes way deeper than you might think. Minutes create an official record, which can sometimes even offer legal protection. They are a super crucial reminder of actions and deadlines. And for anyone who missed the meeting, well, they're an absolute lifesaver, getting them up to speed in no time.
Okay, so we get why they matter. Now let's look at what they're actually made of. Think of this next section as your blueprint for success. These are the non-negotiable pieces of any great set of minutes. So how many essential elements are we talking about? Well, it all boils down to just 8. That's it. You master these 8 points and you are going to have a complete professional record every single time. And here they are. You always start with the basics, right? Date, time, and who was actually in the room. Then, there's a quick note about approving the last meeting's minutes. The real meat, though, is capturing those key decisions and action items. And you finish up by noting when the next meeting is and linking out to any documents that were talked about. It's a really logical flow when you see it all laid out. Okay, on to the really practical part, how to actually master the process. The easiest way to think about this is in 3 simple phases: what you do before the meeting, what you do during, and what you do after. Let's start before the meeting even kicks off. Seriously, this is where the real magic happens. A little bit of solid prep can be the difference between a stressful scramble and a totally smooth, confident experience. Your new best friend here is the agenda. Use it to create a template for your notes before you even walk into the room. Read any attached documents so you have some context, and, if you can, check in with the meeting chair. Just ask them, hey, do you want a super detailed record or just the big decisions? Knowing that up front is a total game changer. All right, you're in the meeting. It's go time. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to capture what's happening accurately and efficiently. The goal here is to get all the essentials without getting totally lost in the weeds.
You know, if things are moving super fast, using a voice recorder on your phone can be a great safety net. And hey, don't ever be afraid to speak up. If a decision seems muddy, it's your job to ask for clarification. As you're writing, just stick to the facts, not your opinions. And here's a great pro tip. Always write in the past tense, since you're just reporting on what already happened.
The meeting is over. Whew. But your job isn't quite done yet. This last phase is all about polishing your notes and making sure they actually become a useful tool for the whole team.
First things first, always proofread. A clean document just screams professionalism. Then, make sure your formatting is consistent and easy to read. And this part is key. Get them sent out fast while the meeting is still fresh in everyone's mind. And finally, make sure they get filed somewhere central so everyone can find them later.
All right, you've got the process down pat. Now let's level up your skills. We're going to look at the common mistakes that separate pretty good minutes from truly great ones. This right here illustrates the #1 pitfall: vague action items. Look into the marketing budget. I mean, that's pretty useless, right? Who's doing it? By when? What are they supposed to deliver? But Dave to research Q4 budget options and report back by Friday, now that is clear, it's actionable, and it holds someone accountable. That distinction is everything.
A few other traps to watch out for. Waiting too long to send the minutes out. It just kills all the momentum. Forgetting to get the chair's official sign-off is another one. And of course, the big one we just talked about, failing to assign a specific name to every single task. We have covered a lot of ground. So, let's bring it all home with one final ultimate checklist that will guarantee you write great minutes every single time.
Just think of this as your new mantra. Always start with a template. Be obsessive about recording clear decisions and actions. Assign every single task to a person, with a deadline. Write with clarity and consistency. And finally, you know it, proofread, proofread, proofread.
At the end of the day, it really all comes back to this one idea. Your goal is to create a concise, factual record. It's not a word-for-word transcript, but a sharp summary of what actually mattered, the discussions, the decisions, and what happens next.
So the next time someone asks you to take minutes, you'll be more than ready. You're not just a note taker anymore. You are the person creating the official story, the one providing clarity, and the one driving action for your team. You've totally got this.